Hey folks, welcome to another Get to Know Your Artist episode of the WA FM99 radio show and podcast. Now if you don't know what this is basically, I give you a lowdown of what's coming up on the Thursday show. So Thursday is our WA FM99 radio show and podcast, the long form audio show, okay? Which you can get wherever you get your podcasts. So if you listen to it on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Pandora, wherever, Spotify Podcasts, whatever. So you can get it there. However, but this show essentially tells you what's coming up, and we give you a few highlights, exclusive stuff that you can only get on my channel, okay, youtube.com/Oliver Sean. So it would make sense to subscribe and click that notification bell so you know when we release these premieres of Get to Know Your Artist, in conversation, highlights, and of course my live sessions that we do every other week or so. So anyway, what's coming up on episode 18 of season 30 of the WA FM99 radio show? I'm happy to say it's an in-conversation episode. So I've got the Silvers all the way from San Francisco and Tucson, Arizona, joining me live in the studio. So the long-form audio will be live this Thursday at 8 p.m. Los Angeles time, PST. However, I'm going to give you a few highlights tonight. As soon as I reveal the artists who have made it into our Certified Indie Songs of the Week, will be the highlights of our In Conversation episode that I had with the Silvers. Okay, so stick around. It's a great show today. Without further ado, let me introduce to you our Certified Indie Artists of the Week, I should say, who have made it into the Certified Indie Songs of the Week on the WA FM99 show. So in no particular order, we've got a few brand new acts and some returning artists as well through special requests. And we've got some WA acts as well, some news on the WA artists, our elite roster artists. So we've got the Silvers, of course. Feed My Soul is their brand new single exclusive to WA FM99 today. So you can't listen to the song today, obviously. You're going to listen to tomorrow on the WFM99 show, okay? So this is just to let you know what's happening. Feed My Soul, it's called. I haven't even heard the song properly, so I'm going to be able to hear it with you at the same time, okay? And some brand new acts, actually. Annie, a band called Annie with a song called Bang Bang, Down You Go. Now, this is very modern sort of pop rock. I wouldn't call it commercial top 40. It does fall in the rock section, but it's got a modern feel. I like production on this. Very cool. Then we've got Bon Roman. That's the name of the artist, and the song is called No More. Now you could call this rock, maybe soft rock, but you could easily call this contemporary blues as well, because one of the reasons I say that is because I vote in the blues category in the Grammys, and contemporary blues now has so many different sounds in it that it's so difficult to even call it blues anymore. It's really funny. But certain elements of the old school blues, if they're brought in, and if you can hear it, you can easily sort of call it contemporary blues. And I think this song has some elements of the blues that could easily give it that contemporary blues feel. I don't know if you agree with me, but it's a very cool song. It's got that very, maybe southern feel to it as well. Very nice. Then we've got Dick Cole, Road Less Traveled. Now, a lot of rock songs that are coming in, the manufactured sound that I would call it, almost all of them are sounding like Nickelback to me. I don't know. Now, I used to be a big fan of Nickelback just because sometimes, I want to listen to manufactured stuff, right? You just want to put it on like mind-numbing rock, right? You don't want to listen to a rock song and go, oh my God, I love this and I love that and I want to get to know more about it. Sometimes you just want to put a song and just go, yeah, that's cool, but you don't really give a shit about what's happening with the song. And that's when I listen to Nickelback, and it's just like in the background, like mind-numbing good rock, And most of the manufactured stuff that's coming in now from independent artists, there is no... The reason I still love independent music, I do love independent music, is because of each song is so different from the other. That was what sort of kept us apart from the mainstream. And independent music used to have that difference. A lot of music that's coming in now sounds mainstream rock, like in Nickelback, for example. And that could be a good thing for the artist if that's what the artist is going for. But is it a good thing for the indie fans like me, or producers who love that indie sound and go, oh my God, that is different. You know what I mean? But anyway, so let me know what you think. It's a great song, though. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I love the production, the songwriting, the music. Everything is just perfect, like absolutely perfect, right? And it's Dick Cole with Road Less Traveled. Let me know if you like the song. I like the song, but I wouldn't call it indie anymore. This is mainstream rock, right? Then we've got Charles Bocook. I hope I'm pronouncing the name correctly. Charles Bocook. The song is called Wrong Crowd. Now, this is country rock, and it's the kind of music I would listen to all day. I swear to God. This is the kind of music I'd listen to all day. Live country rock, okay? This is indie music, but it's also mainstream. Yeah, it can be, that's the kind of mainstream I want from indie artists. Okay, I hope I'm making sense to you. I want those indie acts who sound different, but at the same time have got that top quality that the mainstream want. Okay? Unfortunately, they then take them and then they mold them into that sound that they want to get out. But this is the kind of sound that I think indies should get to and be proud of it, and stay independent. And that's Charles Bocook for you. Wrong Crowd. We then have Leave the Bones. A song is called Atlantic City. Now, this is a singer-songwriter doing it the way he wants to do it. Okay, he's not conforming to any style or any genre. He doesn't give a shit. He's just doing it because that's his song and he wants to write this song, and it's got that old feel of Bob Dylan, that kind of song, that raw Chris Christopherson raw singing style. I quite like it. As a producer, I would love to get him in the studio and sort of refine that sound and put it out there and make it a commercial hit. Raw indie singer-songwriter. Yeah, let's do that. We then have Damon Gonzalez featuring Cinnamon and Marcus Reyes. And the song is called Please Don't Go. It's not the Please Don't Go dance song that you think it is. This is another Please Don't Go, and it's proper dance, okay? It's electronic dance music. It's not the mind-numbing rave stuff, okay? Let's call it that. And I love it. I mean, we do support a lot of dance music as well. We didn't used to, but then we started to. We've got a lot of our dance artists now hitting the Billboard charts and, top 5 on the Billboard dance charts with Dua Lipa and all these guys. And WA artists are hitting those numbers, which is massive for independent acts. I'm proud to say that WA can do this for our independent acts, you see. Then we've got Friday's Child and the Lost Congregation. Almost sounds like, Christian rock kind of thing, but it's not. This is more singer-songwriter. It might be faith-driven. I'm not too sure because I haven't heard the song in its entirety, but the singer reminds me of a younger Joni Mitchell. Okay, that's a compliment, all right? I met Joni Mitchell, at the Grammys. I was in 2021 or 22, I think, when it was in Vegas. And I was right in the front seat. I believe she got an award for Best, Lifetime Achievement, or one of those awards that she got. And I was there and I met her, and fantastic. I mean, wow, And so for me to say she sounds a little bit like a young Joni Mitchell is a compliment to whoever the singer is. But the name of the artist is Friday's Child and the Lost Congregation. I love that name. It reminds me of that TV show Carnival. I don't know if you remember that old TV show called Carnival. Then we've got a returning artist. Now, not the same song, but this artist was played last week, called Bob Martinez. I really liked his music. And we really wanted him to, send us more music. He sent in a new single called Innocence Was Lost. But I said independent artists are now sounding so much like mainstream acts, where there is no difference between the mainstream music and the indie music. And Bob Martinez is one of those. It's like perfect song. Absolutely perfect song. It's like as if it's made in a Nashville studio by the biggest record producers and songwriters and all of that stuff. So very good song by Bob Martinez. Innocence Was Lost. Perfect production. And I love it. So he's back on the show because he's making great songs. I like the song. It's got that Americana. It's not hardcore country, but you can call it country if you want to, And of course, we then have Crooner Red, my dear friend Crooner Red, all the way from California. Proud to say that Crooner Red is going to be part of the Independent Number Ones Volume 16 with Fatter Friends, and I'm going to play it for you today. It is such a funny song, well done jazz song, okay? And I just love him as a jazz artist. He's keeping jazz vocal music alive. I love it. He was on a radio interview with me a couple of episodes ago. So if you want to check it out, check out our archives wherever you get our podcast. And also congratulations to Crooner Ed for hitting 1 million streams on his music video. I forget the name. Oh, damn, I forget the name. But I'll put it down there on the video. You'll see it right here. Okay, the name of his video that hit 1 million views on YouTube. So congratulations for an independent artist to get that is phenomenal. So those are the artists that have made it into our certified indie songs of the week for this week. So be sure to tune in on Thursday night to WFM99, wherever you get your podcast, or public radio if you're lucky enough to be in a country where they play it on the radio. But the best is just go to WFM99.com and you'll get links to all your favorite platforms where the show is available, including TuneIn Radio and all that stuff. And that's it for today. So don't go anywhere. We've now got the highlights of our In Conversation episode with the Silvers coming up right now. Here we go. Right, folks, so we've got a fantastic band in the house today, my dear friends. None other than the Silvers. There we go. The guys are right on the screen. How's everybody doing? So we got Mick. Okay, when you see the Silvers, it's Mick. We've got Dane from London, but in LA. And we've got...
From London, in San Francisco.
In San Francisco.
Yeah.
And Carl up the Grove in... Where are you, Carl?
San Francisco.
Also San Francisco. Tell us about the album. So... What's the name of the album? How many songs? And is it done? Is it ready?
Yeah, see if Dane gets it right.
All right, Dane, go.
So the new album, which will be coming out soon, is Facing Forward and Looking Back.
Oh, nice name.
I got it right, Mick.
Yes, you did.
I keep saying forwards, but it's forward.
Forward.
Facing Forward and Looking Back.
Right.
It's 11 songs. That seems to be a magic number for us.
Okay, so where did you guys track the album? In the studio, home studio? Did you guys track it separately? How did you guys do it?
The three of us met in San Francisco Bay Area to record at our studio.
Okay.
And so we laid down the basic tracks, drums, bass, and rhythm guitar.
Okay. And vocals?
And vocals.
Yes. And vocals, of
and
course.
vocals.
Yeah. And Carl is the drummer, right?
There he is.
Oh, he is. Absolutely.
I'll never forget the
drums
name.
and percussion.
I'll never forget Up the Grove, man. You can't forget that name. So Carl.
That's exactly. There's a lot of great drums. I mean,
Yeah.
I played DW, I played Tama. There's a lot of great drums out there.
Yeah.
Tell him how many sets you have.
Too many. 5.
I can imagine, man. I mean, as guitar players, I'm sure Dane agrees with me. I mean, my studio has no space anymore. It's just guitars everywhere. I'm like, where am I going to put anything? What? I can imagine with a drummer. What are you going to do?
I do have 18 snare drums.
There you go.
So.
Yeah, that's where it is. It's the snares.
So you hear that expression, how many guitars do you need?
Yeah.
One more.
One more.
Yes.
The same with snare drums. How many snare drums do you need? One more.
Nice.
You have to ask Mick how many basses he has, and then how many of them are exactly the same. That's like,
have you
at
got
least
this?
my 18
Really?
snare drums are all different.
Well, are you
Yeah.
obsessed with the short scale Paul McCartney one then? Is that the
Yes.
one you keep buying?
Yeah.
That's all he plays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how much did you pay for your all your Hofners, the main version? How much does it cost?
We don't talk about that because my wife is close by. So
Oh, I know exactly what you mean.
I just ordered a new 501, which is the big version from
Okay.
England.
Okay.
The ignitions are made in China,
That's
but
it.
they stay in tune really well and
Yeah.
they really play well. They don't feel any different to me. So
I want to show you something very special. So my uncle was a bass player, and he died in a tour accident.
Oh.
The entire band passed away.
Sorry to hear that.
But this was his Fender Jazz bass, a 1970.
Oh,
you know the
look at that.
1973. You know the one that everybody wants. You pay thousands for it, and he bought it for like nothing, and he got it.
That's
And
beautiful.
It was ruined in the accident, completely shattered. And I used one of the top luthiers who works with Dire Straits in the UK, and he helped me get that bass back to the position,
Nice.
to the way it was. Not like a new bass, but exactly the same old pieces.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Except for these two things that I added. These are like new stuff,
Yeah,
but the
yeah.
rest, everything was but it's so heavy. But the sound, you just can't get this sound on any other Fender bass. I've got a Fender Jazz, got a Fender Precision, but this Jazz bass, it weighs like 10 bass guitars, right? It's so heavy.
Yeah.
But then I haven't come to you yet, man. How many guitars now in San Francisco?
I think it's 10 in total.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's never enough for us.
And
man.
I mean, I picked up. I've got a couple I need to sell. I just if I see a good deal on something on Facebook Marketplace, like I bought this. It was just a Fender Bullet Stratocaster.
Bullet, isn't
and
that?
It was 7.
Oh,
yeah, which is like a beginner's guitar.
Yeah.
So I picked it up. This teenage girl her mama bought it for her, and she grew up. So her mama said, "It is such a fun little guitar to play." Like I'm really surprised because I know the Bullets are the cheaper ones. Telecaster. And I'm a Fender man. I love Fender.
You're a Tele guy. Telecasters though.
Yeah, I really like Tellies. My first ever guitar was a Hohner Strat copy when I was like 15.
Right.
And for some reason, I've just never gone back to. I don't know what it is about Strats. I think maybe they're trying to be everything. Maybe that's it. And I just. But it's personal taste as well. Like I've got a friend who really wails on guitar, and he loves Strats, so that's fine. Yeah, don't get me wrong. If I had a $10,000 Strat, I'm sure I'd be very happy with it. But, but yeah, I'm Telly. That's if I'm going to pick one, it's going to be the Telly.
Speaking of Tellys, I'm not much of a Telly guy, but I always wanted a good Telly, so I've had a few copies and all that. Yeah. But then I found, I think you'll be upset now because I bought myself the 70th anniversary American Telly edition. Gold and all that.
Oh, beautiful.
And it's right in there. I keep it packed up. I don't keep it out. I just keep it inside. Yeah. But I hardly use it. I hardly use it because it looks so beautiful. I'm like, dude, don't touch it. You know?
You're getting Spinal Tap now. Don't even look at it.
Don't look at it.
Don't look at it. Yeah.
Hey, how do you, I want to ask you, man, do you use any protection for your ears while recording, while performing and stuff like that? All of you guys?
Recording, we just wear headphones. Okay. But when I'm playing, not usually, but I don't play very loud music. Right. So I play in a big band, a 16-piece big band. Gotcha. So that's loud, but it's not loud in the same way that you would expect, like 3 guitars and kind of a that environment. And the other bands that I play in are kind of, I guess you'd call them pop type bands. So the volume is not terrible. Okay. And I have lost some hearing, but I don't know how much of it's because of rock and roll and how much of it's just because I got old. Okay.
Dane, what about you? Do you use anything when you play to protect your ears or? Practice?
No, again, the kind of music we're playing. I mean, I just have the in-ear monitors when we're rehearsing, so we can obviously control the levels. Yeah, cool. But it's not something I kind of need when we're recording.
Mick,
if we were playing live, I'd probably consider wearing something. But
do you wear anything, Mick?
No. Like Dane says, when we get together, we have these
in your monitoring
wireless earpieces, and we use those. Cool. But other than that, not really.
I think the
reason lost most of it. Yeah.
The reason I'm asking is because I do a lot of live gigs with the bands, and you know, as guitar players and vocalists, we're all aiming to get the loudest volumes. Put it louder. You know, by the end of the night, our monitors are louder than the bloody PA because we can't hear shit. But I think it's really messed up our ears, and I think I started taking care of my ears maybe after half my career. In the start, I didn't really give a shit. You know, I was like, let's freaking do it. You know, but it is scary, man. And now my drummers and my bass players, all of us now, because we do live and tours, and we're so scared. We're so worried.
I mean, I've got a friend who he got hearing aids by the time he was in his late 30s.
That scares the shit
out of me.
Not
so much playing, but he went to gigs so much as as a teenager during the Britpop era. He was and just standing next to the speakers by the stage. That's how he got it from me. He has hearing aids now, and you got to take care of your hearing.
Ooh. all you musicians, man, protect your ears, okay, from hardcore
Absolutely.
musicians coming out to you. Wear hearing. What do you call them? What do you call them, Dane? Those things you put in your ear from Fender. I've got a few of those.
monitors.
No,
Yeah.
no. I'm talking about
Yeah.
the ones you just.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the ones that you just put in your ear at all times, like whenever there's music around.
Oh yeah.
You know.
I mean, I use Loop.
Is it
shout
Loop?
out to Loop.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
they're
yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah,
I
that's
use
it.
those when I go to gigs now.
Right.
So I'm just like, I'm in my 40s now, and it hurts.
I've got these little ones.
But it allows
What?
you to hear the music.
Yeah,
without
exactly.
damaging it.
That's what I was going to say. I've got these ones from Fender. So you put them in. It's not like it blocks everything out, but it blocks out
Yeah,
certain
it just filters
frequencies.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oliver,
Recently,
have you ever played in a venue where they have a decibel meter?
Oh, yes, actually. Yeah. And I remember, in fact, Carl, you brought that up. It was last New Year's Eve or before that. And apparently the entire lights, this is in Warwickshire, Dane, in Warwick. Not Warwickshire, but in Warwick, next to the castle.
Yeah.
So we were doing New Year's Eve, celebration, and I was performing with the band. And they said, Ollie, you got to keep the volume at a certain level because they've got this meter. And if it clips that meter, the entire lights just go off. The electricity goes off. And I'm
never
like,
had that happen.
yeah, and I'm like, no, don't worry. The outside PA is fine. But as I said, our amps and our bass guitars were getting louder and louder, and it tripped the entire lights, and we had to wait 20 minutes for the super to come and put those on and all that kind of bullshit. It was New Year's Eve, and they wanted us to control the sound. It was crazy, man. Absolutely.
No.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, sure. The website is thesilversmusic.com.
Got you.
Facebook is Facebook.com/The Silvers Music.
Okay.
YouTube.com/The Silvers Music. So it's, we
Super.
tried to keep it real simple
Super.
so that people like me could remember,
Yeah, I think that's the sort of advice I give new artists, because they've got the Silvers 1 2 3 4 5 at one place, and then
Right.
the Silvers _007. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, who is going to
Yeah.
find
Do
you
your
with that?
research when you're doing that. Yeah.
Well, we tried to originally get just thesilvers.com.
Yeah.
Apparently
that was a
there's
band.
family.
Yeah.
There's actually a family
Yeah.
that has that as a family name, and they used that, and they wouldn't give it to
Oh,
us.
really?
So.
Hang on. Isn't there another older band like back in the day?
Oh,
Maybe-
SYLVER.
SYLVER.
Yeah, they're kind of like a soul
This-
kind of band.
Black,
or something.
black
Disco.
band. Yeah,
They
exactly.
have to have afros, big
Correct.
afros. Yeah.
Because there were
Yeah.
times in the beginning when I tried to tag you guys on some of my posts, and I'd get this black band coming up, and I'm like, Mick looks different here.
I
That
don't- just
doesn't
keep
look like
scrolling.
Mick to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
A Panasonic GH4,
Okay.
which is an older. I think they're
That
on
is
the
quite
GH5,
older,
maybe
yeah.
even the GH6.
No, there's
But
GH7
yeah,
now.
it's,
There's a GH7
it's still
now.
reliable. GH7, good
Yeah,
lord, I am
yeah.
behind.
I just
But,
sold my
It's
GH6.
still a great. Oh,
Sorry,
okay, yeah. But
when
yeah,
you-
it's a great little camera.
Nice.
And how many
Yeah.
cameras do you have? One more.
Yeah,
It's funny you say that. I've been actually on Google right now, just before the interview started, going, what's the price of the GX9?
yeah.
I've been looking
I
at
would,
that.
I don't use it often enough, so that's why I
Get
haven't
one,
really
get one
upgraded,
of
but
these.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Called
Osmo
DJI.
Pocket. Yeah. Yeah, that's really cool, Carl.
Yeah.
You've got some good quality on that one, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Do you record
But
yourself on
it's-
your drumming? When you do your drumming, do you record yourself and everything?
Yeah, but not on that. I actually have a Zoom
Q,
H8
Q2.
or something.
Okay, Q8.
Yeah, Q8. that I
I'm
use
such a
for-
bloody tech nerd, man. I know all the shit.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. It's crazy. It's crazy. But I love it. It makes me happy. I don't give a shit. If it makes me happy, it makes me happy. You know what
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
That's I think Sheryl Crow has a song.
I mean? If it makes me
If it
happy.
makes you happy.
And
Wonderful.
On that note, I'm going to be playing your brand new single. Mick, what's the name of the song again?
It's called Feed My Soul.
Feed My Soul. It sounds like a horror movie. Feed My Soul. No, it's all obviously about music, obviously. So here we go, folks. Feed My Soul by the Silvers. Cheers, guys. Ciao, ciao.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.